From the Smith Center in Chapel Hill, this is TarHeelIllustrated.com. I'm THI publisher Andrew Jones, going solo in this home game with you tonight because Jacob Turner's over at the John Wall Tournament getting video of Dayron Sharp and Puff Johnson. So be sure to check us out here on Tar Heel Illustrated YouTube channel and TarHeelIllustrated.com for all of Jacob's coverage from there. Tonight, here in this building, the Tar Heels picked up a much-needed 70-67 victory over a good Yale team that you will see in the NCAA tournament in March. I can assure you that. In fact, Justin Pierce called this a resume-building win for the Tar Heels. So how'd they do it? Well, probably the most important element of the game was early in the second half after Yale opened up with a 7-0 run. The Tar Heels responded with a 20-4 run of their own. Leaky Black, who didn't, I think he only scored 5 points on the night, but he hit the first 5 points of that stretch, kind of got the Tar Heels going. He even hit a 3. He hadn't hit one in a while, but he hit one tonight. And the Tar Heels ended up going 20-4. They dominated on the glass. They dominated on the defensive end, got a shot clock violation during that stretch, had a drawn charge during that stretch. Then they spread the wealth offensively, and eventually Brandon Robinson got going with the 3-ball. In fact, after the game, Brandon Robinson said that 20-4 stretch was the most Carolina-like this team has been all year. So some people may say, hey, you only beat Yale by 3 points, but this team is growing because think about the losing streak with Ohio State, with Virginia and Wofford. They all went on long runs in the second half against the Tar Heels, and Carolina didn't respond. But look what's happened in the last 2 games. UCLA opened the second half with a 12-0 run. Heels responded, put the Bruins away. Tonight, Yale, 7-0 run, went ahead by 3 points. Heels responded with a 20-4 run. This is growth. When you look at this team and consider the fact that there's another 9-10 weeks left in the season, you still have to look at the fact that they need to grow, especially if they grow a lot when Cole Anthony comes back. They could be a lot better team with him joining a different club than the one that he left when he went down with the knee injury. Another really neat thing about tonight is the fact that the Tar Heels won, and they talked about winning. They haven't done that a whole lot this year, but they embraced this win. They didn't say we didn't play well. They said we got a lot of things to work on, but they understood this was a pretty good win, and they understood that they have to really appreciate the wins this year, considering the fact that they're only 8-5. But they are 8-5. They have 8 wins. This is one more win that could help them toward what their goals are, which is obviously making the NCAA tournament. And like I said, Justin Pierce called it a resume-building win. They're thinking in those terms now, which is good, because a couple weeks ago, when I talked to these guys after the Wofford game, they weren't thinking like that. Their minds appear clearer now. They are a lot more confident team. Of course, having Jeremiah Francis at the point, and he picked up his first start tonight, I think that's helped things a lot. Again, these are pieces that are slowly coming together to be whatever this team's going to be when Cole Anthony comes back. The third point I want to make tonight is that Roy Williams tied Dean Smith with his 879th career victory. Roy said it's just a number, but it's a lot more than that, guys. 879 wins is a tribute to Dean Smith because of what he taught Roy. But what I want to bring up is something I think is really cool. This past summer, or spring actually, after North Carolina lost to Auburn in the Sweet 16, Brett Friedlander and I, esteemed journalist Brett Friedlander, he and I drove to Lawrence, Kansas and checked out the facilities there, the amazing Allen Fieldhouse. And once we got in there and looked around, we realized how amazing Roy's career has been. The fact that he got to coach at that fabled place and gets to coach at this fabled place. He learned under Dean Smith, who went to Kansas, and here he is tonight, 879 wins. It's a remarkable accomplishment. He's 4th generation from the inventor of the sport. James Naismith, Dean Smith is 3rd, and Roy's 4th generation. Dean Smith, of course, played for Fog Allen at Kansas, who was 2nd in line. So Roy is 4th generation, and now he's tied with Dean. Dick Vitale has both of them on his Mount Rushmore of college basketball coaches, and it's clearly a richly deserved honor that Roy has with that. And tonight, 879 wins. He's going to win a lot more games, and I'm sure that 1,000 at some point is down the road, and maybe even more. But 879 is a special number because it is a tribute to Dean Smith. And I know Roy doesn't like to talk about himself a whole lot, but that is a way to honor the legendary Dean Smith, and I guess you can call him the legendary Roy Williams as well. Tar Heels 70, Yale 67. The Heels have won 2 in a row. The rest of the way, it's ACC action, so the games are really going to amp up in intensity, and we look forward to bringing it to you right here at TarHeelIllustrated.com and Tar Heel Illustrated on YouTube. Go ahead and click like and hit that bell so you get all of our notifications about UNC football and UNC basketball. And remember, wherever the Heels go, we go.